What's up, everybody? This is Isaac with Deluxe Detail Service, bringing you another video. In this video, I'm going to show you how I clean wool buffing pads that are very dirty. As you can see, this one's all matted and dried up. They've been sitting for a while. I didn't clean them as fast as I should. They're all matted. That one's got a green hue to it from tractor paint. Those ones aren't as bad. They had been used. Now, I've used a lot of these for metal polishing, so they are going to be stained pretty bad. They aren't going to look near close to new at all. I've already washed these a couple of times. I've used them and they need washed again. So I'm going to show you the way I do this. So I get a bucket, super clean, and water, and that's how I start the process off. So the first thing I do is put the pads in the bucket. Alright, so all the pads are in the bucket. And then I douse them in super clean. And it's not, when you're doing it like this, you don't need a super proper dilution ratio. A little skosh is a good measuring unit. Let me do this one hand. So just pour a bunch in there. So yeah, I didn't measure that at all. I literally just poured it in. If you're using super clean on car interiors or fabric and other things, you're gonna want to actually have a proper dilution ratio, but cleaning these disgusting pads, I'm not too worried about it. Next thing I do, turn the water on and fill her up. Alright, so I'll fill this up so they're all in the solution, and I'll let it sit for a couple of days or sometimes weeks if I forget about them. I don't need them for a while, so I'll just let them sit until I remember them pretty much. It won't hurt them to sit in there for a long time, and they're cheap enough to where if it does hurt them, then you can just go buy more. Those are the wool pads from Harbor Freight. I've had good luck with them. They're 10 bucks a pop, and use them a lot. Just make sure they're all soaked, and then I will let them sit in the bucket for at least a couple of days, and after they've sat, I will put them in the washer, and then I'll use some detergent, and then I'll also pour super clean straight into the washer, and then I tumble dry them. You don't want to use a lot of heat because it'll mess the fibers all up, so they will like get all flattened down pretty fast if you use heat on them. And I will show you what they look like after they've been through the washer, and I'll show you me using the super clean washing machine and what the end result is. So in this video, I'm just wanting to show another like secret, you could say, use of the super clean. All right, everybody, so these pads have been soaking in the super clean solution for a couple days now. As you can see, that water is pretty murky. It's really sucked out all the dirt and buffing oils and grime. So what I'm going to do next is bring it inside to the washer. Well, first I'm going to drain all the nasty water, then I'm going to bring them to the washer. Then I'm going to put some more super clean into the washer, and then when I put them in the dryer, I'm just going to put it on tumble dry. Don't want to use any heat at all because that'll mess the fibers up. I put them on a heat cycle before, and it makes it to where the fibers like get matted down with product like really fast. So you don't want to use heat. even if it takes a couple times to tumble dry, which it usually does, that's better than ruining them. So all these pads I've used multiple times, and I use this process every time, and so far it's been working pretty good. So without further ado, let's go to the washing machine. Alright guys, I just want to give you a quick shot of how dirty this water is. That's what it's sitting in the super clean to help break all that stuff down. If I was to put it in just plain water, it'd take some of it out, but not nearly this amount of grime. And that's all like old paint and just polishing oils and a bunch of nasty stuff that otherwise would probably stay. So I just want to give you a quick shot of how dirty that water is. Alright everybody, so we are at the washing machine. I got the pads sitting in there. So I'm about to add some super clean as in place of detergent. And now I'm going to be very precise and add in exactly 2 scotias of super clean, like this. There's 1 skosh. There's 2 scotias. That should be exactly enough. So now I'm going to put on double rinse, cool and warm water, normal wash, and heavy soil. And then I'm going to put them in the dryer on tumble dry with no heat in the dryer. Just throw in some super clean straight in there. You can also put it in the detergent hole, but I just pour it straight in there. It works fine. And then I will show you what they look like when they're done. Alright everybody, so the pads have been washed and dried. As you can see, they're a lot cleaner than they were, and they are mangled, but that's to be expected. I use them pretty heavily, and the washing machine isn't necessarily easy on them, so it makes them shed, and it's pretty hard on them, but they're a lot clearer than they were. There's some staining still, but the super clean really turned these things around, and now they're ready to be used again. If you remember, they were all matted down and dirty, but now they're good to be used. Thank you for watching my video. This is Isaac with Deluxe Detail Service, and I'll catch you on the next one.